Welcome to mystageplan.com. In this video, I'll take you through all the steps needed to make your own stage plan. For this video, I'll assume you've already made an account for your band and that you've selected English as the site's language. We start on this page. On this page, you can give your stage plan a unique name like acoustic setup or normal setup, for instance. You can add additional information for your stage plan in a field below the stage plan name. As an example, we type in that we need a riser for the drummer and a 2x2 banner. To go to the stage builder, you click on Create. The bar at the top shows all the steps you need to take to create your own stage plan. You can add band members, instruments, monitors and monitor groups, which you can use to link specific instruments to specific monitors, and a channel list. Everything on this page is linked together for your convenience and to save you a lot of time. We start by adding the band members to the stage. To set up your stage plan efficiently, we recommend that you place everything on the right spot immediately. In this example, we'll use a typical 5-man formation: a drummer, bass player, lead guitarist, guitarist/singer, and a keyboard player. After you've done this, you can add the instruments and they will automatically appear on the channel list. We start by adding a drum kit with 8 channels. The drum kit appears near the band member on the stage. To increase the size of the drum kit, you hold the left mouse button and drag the mouse. If you want to remove an instrument from the stage, you drag the instrument to the trash can in the upper right hand corner. This automatically deletes the instrument from the channel list. I'll also add a riser, a little podium where the drums are set up on. The next instrument we're going to add is the bass. With the bass, I'll also add an amp and a DI. DI stands for direct input, which sends the signal from the bass amp to the mixer. And then we add 2 guitars to the stage. Don't forget to add some amps too. The keyboard player gets 2 channels for his keyboard with 2 DIs. The keyboard player will also need an additional DI for the laptop he uses, so in total, we'll put 3 DIs on the stage. Then you add the mics for the backing and lead vocals. For our next step, we have to place the monitors on the stage. I can choose between adding them to a new group or adding them to an existing group. For this tutorial, I'll choose to add them to a new group. I'll add the monitors near the band members and turn them around so they are facing the musicians. For the monitor for the bass, we'll make a new group and we'll do the same for every musician. Note that it is possible to place 2 monitors from the same group near one of the band members, but he'll only hear the sound associated with that specific group. Now that we've placed all the monitors, we can indicate which group will play which instruments. Double-click a group to add what you want to hear. Group 1 is the guitarist/backing vocalist. He wants to hear backing vocals, lead vocals, and his own guitar over the monitor. Group 2 is the bass player. He wants to hear drums, vocals, and guitar. Group 3 is the lead singer. He wants to hear lead vocals, backing vocals, and his own guitar. Group 4 is the keyboard player. He wants to hear keys, guitars, and vocals. And Group 5 is the drummer. He wants to hear drums, bass, and vocals. Now you can move on to the channel list. As you can see, the different channels have already been linked to the musicians and their respective instruments. If you want to add more channels, you can do so by adding more instruments. They will automatically appear on the channel list. You can modify each channel by clicking on the Insert button. The Modify button allows you to rearrange the different channels. Click on the question mark to get more information. We'll now edit every channel so that every channel corresponds to the right mic and whether we want to use an insert. Let's start with the drum kit. For the purpose of this tutorial, we'll assume that we're using a standard kit. To start off, we'll place a mic by the bass drum and we'll add a compressor to the insert. This is an effect that will only be applied to this channel. The second channel is a snare drum. We'll add the Sennheiser E604, a standard mic for drums. We'll also add a compressor to this channel. The third channel is for the hi-hat, and we'll give that channel an AKG 451. A compressor is not needed for this channel. Next up, we have the toms. On this kit, we have a high tom, to which we'll add a Sennheiser E604 and a compressor. We'll do the same for the low tom and the floor tom. For the last 2 drum channels, we'll add 2 overhead mics, which will pick up the sound of the cymbals plus the entire sound of the kit. We'll add one for the left and one for the right. We'll use a standard CK91 mic for the overhead mics. We'll add a DI without an insert to the bass guitar. Next up are the guitars. For the guitar setup, we'll use an SM57 mic, a microphone that's often used for guitars, and we'll add a compressor. For the keyboard and the laptop, we'll set up a DI for each channel, like I've shown you earlier in this tutorial. For the last step, we'll set up a microphone for the vocals. Usually these mics are Shure SM58s and we'll want to add some reverb to the insert. Now your channel list is done and you're ready to go. Do note that the mics that you add here are more of an indication to the sound engineers at a venue than anything else, since most venues have their own specific set of mics. Your stage plan is now done and we can move on to the checkout. When you've paid for your stage plan, you can get an overview of all the stage plans you have created on the My Stage Plans page. You can view and edit your stage plan, download your stage plan as a PDF, or you can embed a link on your own website. You can also check the payment status on this page. It is possible to pay for your stage plan later, but until you have completed your payment, it is not possible to share or download your stage plan. On this page, you also have the option to make your stage plan searchable in our database. A lot of sound engineers use mystageplan.com, so we recommend you to switch that option to yes. If you want to make another stage plan with a different setup, you can click here. If you want to check out the stage plan we've made in this video, you can download the PDF for this stage plan from the website. If you have any questions after you've watched this tutorial, you can check out the help section on the website. Or you can email us at info@mystageplan.com. Thank you for using My Stage Plan.